Yeah. Yo. Yo, what's up? We back again. What's happening out there in them streets? So in last Sunday's video, lately I've been doing videos on how I source Pokemon cards the majority of the time through eBay. I've done a couple videos now where I just recorded me actively looking for stuff to buy and purchase for the channel and for my investments, and then me finding things and buying them. Well, in last Sunday's video, we got two things. We made two purchases. Well, guess what? I have them both already. So, one of the purchases was just some common and uncommon Neo cards that seem to be in very good condition that we got for cheap. We got the whole lot for like, I think it was just under $30. Which ain't bad. Hopefully we'll be able to pull some cards out of what we purchased and put them towards grading. Now, I know some of the cards will be going to get graded because there was, in the one box, there should be two first edition Lugias, the purple ones, and a first edition Suicune. And those will be going to get graded no matter what condition they're in, even if I just send them to CGC. Oh, so what's this? Let's see. Thank you. Your feedback would be appreciated. I feel that. I understand that. Know how that goes. I like the panda. What's up here? Let's give them a little. Boom, look. Nice. They're getting... Boom, they're doing their thing there. So there it is. That's the store. I'll put a link to the video where I purchased all of these items originally so that you can go, if you want to go to these people's stores and see. Look at that. That looks pretty good packaged. Of course, in there is probably just sleeves, binder sheets, pages folded up. People do that all the time. And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's relatively hard on the edges and the corners and stuff of the cards themselves. Jeez, this tape is strong. I'm getting wake up. Alright, let's see. Yep. Okay. Let's look here, though. What do we have? Okay. Oh, that's kind of crazy. See, look at that. Look at the tension there. Some of these cards probably got a little roughed up. Let's see here. Oh, jeez. Gosh. I folded so much I can't even... Okay, first let's look at this. Just look at them. Look at these. Gas. Well, this is what I'm going to have to do. We're going to have to take all these out to be able to get a good look at the cards inside. So what I'll do is I'll take, you know what? I used some movie magic. Let's do it. Like, yeah. Now, that took a minute, pulling all those cards out of those sleeves. You have to be very careful when you're pulling cards out of sleeves, especially if they got all kinds of bends in them and stuff like that. You can get scratches on your cards. You damage them easily. Now, the only sleeve I didn't pull the cards out of was the energy sleeves. And that's because with it not being first edition, just an energy, I would not get graded 9 times out of 10 unless for some reason I felt this compelling feeling that it was going to get a 10 no matter what, you know what I mean? So, okay, all these, now when I'm looking at these cards, first of all, you're going to need a light, and you're going to have to get it right at just the right angle. Let's see if we can do this without blinding that camera. Now, when I look at cards, okay, when you're looking at a bunch of cards like this, I start with the backs of the cards. Okay, because as you can see here, like that's whitened up. That's whitened up. See this whitening everywhere? Any card with that is pretty much, especially with these being commons and uncommons that are not first edition, any card like that is not going to make the cut. And then we're gonna have possibles. Like this is a possible right here. See, it's got a little bit going on up top. Now these are cards that aren't that valuable. So if I were getting these graded, they would be getting graded with GMA at the $8 per card tier. So if I take these cards, one of these cards, even a common or uncommon from a Neo set like this, and I get it graded with GMA, if it comes back a 10, it's worth at least $30. If it comes back a 9, it's worth at least like $25. And they're friendlier with their grading scale. Now, a lot of times you'll notice a card will have what looks like the tiniest bit of... It's not, I mean, it is whitening, kind of, but what it is the cards are made of paper, you know what I mean, and other materials, and over time these edges just kind of start to spew out a little bit, and oftentimes what you can do, if you're very careful, like look at that one right there, let's see if we can get rid of it, you guys see it? See all that whitening? Let's see what you can do. A lot of times, if you're real careful, is give it like a rub where you're going like from this surface over this edge, kind of like that, and go, and then one on top going directly across, and very carefully, because you can definitely damage cards. Like, we didn't get rid of it entirely, but we got rid of a decent bit of it. Sometimes that small effort can be the difference between wanting to get a card graded. Now, it's pretty cool that the first card we pull out, that's in decent condition. I mean, this will probably only get an 8, so I'm pretty sure I will not be sending that. But it's a Pikachu, which is dope because Pikachu retains value. Pikachu stays valuable. Y'all know how it is. Pikachu is coveted. Pika! So let's see. Let's see if we can pull out some possibles here. And just because they go in the possible pile, like this one, nope, it's got one little nick at the bottom. I'll still put it in the possible pile because you never know. Could get rid of it. Might be able to get rid of it, dog. Let's see. And a couple more possibles here. Nice. Now, with the way I'm holding this at an angle so that I can try and get some of this light free, because really I would normally... Let's see if we can turn this. I would really have it like this, because you have to... When I do go through each one of these cards individually, the possibles, to decide which one of those I will be getting graded or not, you have to really like get the card at like this angle and shine it like that, and then try to like get a second hand kind of shine on it to see if you can get little tiny scratches. Like, see these ones? I can't barely see. All of that gets noticed and is noted when grading. You know what I mean? All of that on the front and back. So you have to be very thorough, because grading is expensive, and you don't want to send cards in that you think are going to get 9s and 10s and end up getting a bunch of 5s and 4s, and then the value of it just dropping dramatically from what you were expecting. Of course, we don't want none of that. So let's see. Now, this was a very cheap pickup. This was, like I said, it was like $30 for these cards. And so, even if I don't pull any cards out of here, at least I picked up some dope Neo cards for $30, you know what I mean? That I can add to the collection, that can one day potentially get sold in some kind of lot. But if I can pick out some cards out of these that are worth grading, even if there's just, you know, out of these 30, 40 cards or whatever, say there's 6 of them. Well, that would mean I got 6 cards for $5 a piece, less than $5 a piece, that are worth grading. Which, if you've watched some of my other videos about buying first edition cards and stuff, I often do way better than that. I can often buy cards for $1, $2 a piece, $3 a piece that are worth grading. When you buy in bulk, when you buy large collections at one time, or a bunch of individual cards, if you catch them auction ending soonest and you catch them ending at the right time, there could be not many other interested buyers on these cards that have... a lot of times individuals will list cards for 99, start the auction at 99 cents for the card, and then put shipping at $4 or $5. When you do that, that's really $6 for the card now if an individual only buys one card from you. So you're pushing people to buy more than one item from you, But you're also making people look at it like, hey, you know, I'm paying $6 for this card. If I buy just this card, it makes it seem more expensive potentially. Where now, say they combine shipping and it's $4.50 no matter how many cards you buy, up to like 50 cards or something crazy. Well, then I might be able to go around and scoop up a bunch of those cards for $1 or $2 a piece, you know what I mean? And then only pay $5 shipping. Just don't pay for it right away. And once you're done making all of your purchases and doing all your bidding, then request an invoice or message the individual asking for one. So we got some potentials here. These have potential. That doesn't mean they'll be going. Doesn't mean they'll be growing. But it means they might. Oh, look at him holding up that little Cyndaquil. Look at that. Aww. So sweet. So we got a Professor Elm card flip game. I think that... Is that banned? I'm not sure. A lot of the casino and slot machine cards are banned. Double Gust. That's dope. Ooh, Ariados. Got my dog Spinnerack in the corner. Moo Moo Milk. There's definitely a Japanese Moo Moo Milk band where it's sucking from the teat. Let's see, we got Sudowoodo. Oh, that's a rare, right? Nope, that's a common. Super Scoop Up. Berry. Oh, yes, this next one. Boom! Pokemon March. That's worth a little money. That's one that you want to be in the good cards. The potential graded. And a Hoppip. So no Totodiles for alligators. Well, for alligator wouldn't have been in there, but Totodiles or Croconaws or Quillavas or none of that good stuff. But that's okay. That was a $30 purchase. This one was much more expensive. But this one we knew, no matter what, had 3 cards in it that are boss. And these are first edition. You couldn't tell from the pictures the condition of the cards, which usually is an indicator that the cards are going to be in horrible condition, damaged, usually. If you can't tell, there's a very good chance they won't just be played, they'll be damaged, bent, creased, have some type of terrible mark. But, if I can remember properly, although the pictures were terrible, the seller was a highly rated seller, if I can remember properly, which makes you think, hey, they're not going to want to, you know, potentially risk their good name, their good seller name, just so they can sell cards for a little extra. So let's see. That's all that's in there. Nothing else in there. Woo! Alright, I am excited about this one. Please be in decent condition. In this kind of listing, you never know. These cards are probably in bad condition for the price that I paid, but you never know. They could be minty crispy. There could be some mint in this. Some double mint chocolate cream bar. But, as I said, most of them are probably pretty bad. Let's see if, just doing it the way I usually do it, let's see if any of these would normally make it. No. Oh man, some of them are kind of sticking together. I hate when that, you hear that? Hate when that happens. So far it looks like every card in here is like a 2 or a 3 on the grading scale. Maybe a 4. There could be some 5s mixed in. God, that's terrible. That one right there's got like water damage. But when we bought these originally, we knew that could happen. You have to be careful when you pop cards apart too, like I'm doing, because you can rip the cards. Look at that! Look! But, you know, when you're buying and selling cards, when you're buying and selling any kind of collectible, depending on the investment itself, and when you're getting it online like this, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, quite often, you're not gonna come across some incredible deal. Like, if all these cards would have been mint condition, boom, there it is, up right in the front. Then this would be thousands of dollars worth of cards here. You know what I mean? Potentially. And I paid what? Like $100? $120? Something like that. And for these cards alone, this Lugia, which isn't terrible. Okay, he put the best 3 cards on top. Usually when shipping something, or you want to protect the best of the cards and put them like in the middle. Alright, check it out. But we did know that these 3 cards, although I did pay like 120 bucks or something for this lot, these 3 cards alone, the 2 Lugias and the Suicune, if I get them graded, even this card right here, in a GMA 1, which it's not going to get a 1, it'll get better, it'll get a 3 or something. But see, yeah, that's damaged. It looks okay, like this, not terrible, you know what I mean, like a 6 or a 5 or something. But if you get it at the right angle, look, you see all that, like right there's a crease or a bend of some kind, and there's more of it going on up top. That's damaged. But it can still get a 3 or lower on the grading scale, even if it is damaged, depending on the company. If it's like Beckett or PSA, I believe they automatically can get only get a 4 or a 3 at best. I think it's a 3 if there's true damage on the card. But still, this card in GMA 1 is still probably a $40, $50 card or something in a slab. At least 35. Look, this one's got some, yep, got some damage up top. Look, something on there. What's worse than damage, though, that you have to be careful with these cards, which can happen, that needs to be cleaned bad before being submitted, is people can you see the edge of the card here? Okay. People back in the day, especially for Magic the Gathering, they were really bad about it with Magic the Gathering. When you started having whitening on the edges of your cards and stuff, people would do this. They would take a marker and mark it so it wouldn't be white anymore. So on a Magic the Gathering card, this outer border isn't blue, it's black. And so they would take a black marker and mark it. Well, that's an altered card. That is automatically just terrible. Terrible. Worse than being damaged. Now, with Pokemon cards, they would do the same thing, but with a blue marker. Now, one of the main ways to tell wouldn't be always necessarily from looking at it like this, because it could be very hard to tell sometimes. You'd have to look at it like this. And if this white paper in-between color from the card being cut, if it had been marked, you'd often be able to see that colored. You would see the marker clearly on that edge. Okay, so we got two first edition Lugias there, and a first edition Suicune, all non-hollows, but all Neo. This one might not be damaged. Looks like it's got some ugliness and fugliness and crap stuck all to it. But I don't see any true damage, which is cool. That means if I clean it up, it could get a 4 or something maybe. Alright, now let's just go through these, because some of these, even in this terrible condition, I'll have to research. But like Broken Ground Gym, a first edition rare from Neo Destiny, it looks like. A stadium card. Who knows? That might be worth money, even in this condition. That little elected kid down there, and who's he fighting over there? What's that, a Hoppip? Or no, it's a Paris. Paris. Is it a Paris? My dog? Paris, suck it. So we got Broken Ground Gym. Recycle Energy looking crazy. Darkness Energy. These are all first edition Darkness Energy, and those are all rares. Heal Powder with a real weird little picture there. Swinub. Cool looking Porygon. Lantern, hello. I like Lantern. Gloom. Gloom evolves into Vileplume, and Vileplume's my dog. Girafarig. Unknown. Molly. Light Sunflora. Dark Octillery, that's cool. Hoppip. Another cool Swinub, look at him chilling. Like playing with his buddy. Pokemon March. Oh, I didn't even know this card was in here. Here's a first edition Pokemon March in terrible condition. Snubble, Machop, Chinchou, Unknown, Mantine, Seadra, pretty cool Seadra, Croconaw, Ghastly, Gus. Awesome Ghastly. Like colored pencils. Sudowoodo! Team Rocket's Evil Deeds. Goodness gracious, y'all are just getting eviler and eviler. Unknown. Super Rod pulling in a Remoraid, it looks like. Berry. Energy Stadium. Another Stadium card. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Ye old Pokemon personality test. What, an Azumarill's getting mad at a Rhydon. He's freaking out, it looks like. And a Momo Milk. Momo. So, let's look at these one more time. Look at them. Those are nice. Even if they're ugly, they're still beautiful, right? Those are like some of the most beautiful ugly cards I've ever seen. So, I hope everything good with y'all out there in the streets. You know what I mean? This has been an interesting little pickup that we got here. This time it didn't pan out as well as it often does. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. This is definitely not a loss, because I will pick out enough, you know, plenty of cards to get graded out of this. Probably 6, 7, 8 cards or something total, which I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? And I love the fact that I got 2 first edition Lugias and a first edition Suicune that are going to be slabbed up. You know what I mean? So I hope you'll pull in a bunch of gas. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and show your dogs some love. What's up? Until next time.